Right. So that part's pretty nifty. But again, I'd be down to see Mag here in the first phase out of Aster, but they haven't banned out more for Shaker for either team. It's a little...
It's there. It's in the back of their heads, I'm sure.
And that Wyvern ban makes me think that they could be prepping for a Mag pick too. Like
it feels like that's the one counter, right? Like Mag does that.
Yeah, either Mag or either the Void, right? You know, Void's still there. Void is a hero that doesn't really like looking to go for Chronos when there's an Omni or a Wyvern hanging around to save his teammates and sort of counter the effectiveness of it. So Void obviously is definitely a tasty one for Aster that they could be setting up for, but we'll see if Gambit grab it away.
Yep.
There he is.
We talked about it, obviously had a rough game on the Ember, but you know.
But he had a brilliant game on the Maul.
He did, so and that's the thing. Yeah, he got the double rampage. So you know, you live and you learn. You give and you take, whatever any of those sayings are.
And there's the insurance ban. You know, but Shaker is gone.
Yeah.
No one's mad about that. God, what do I do now? I got the strategy. We got.
And there's the Void. No surprises.
Like,
with the bans and with the patch being the patch. Void for Aster. They're going to be happy with that one. That always feels good to be able to grab it as the first pick.
Oh, this feels like you get a Void and it feels like the late game's almost always in your favor, which is nice. We've seen some, they just want that overall better late game, and getting a first pick Void definitely helps.
5 seconds.
So big answers, Coddle, Shadow Demon, they're going to take the Mag themselves. Wyvern are banned out on the other side.
And now the big question is, do you take, is there just a combo? We've seen the PA and we've seen the Jug just first pick. It seems when you get this Mag, you always get a core.
Sure, yeah. I think PA and Jug, there's no... I don't think you feel too bad taking them as your second pick, because one or the other is going to get banned if you want to grab it early. They're going to sort of push the luck. Again, the Lich, I mean, this still looks to line up for a PA or a Jug, because not only are they great with the Magnus, they're excellent with the Lich as well. You're going to have that super strong lane, so definitely the two heroes that Aster's going to start thinking about.
So do you just ban Jug PA if you're Aster?
I don't think you ban both.
Because what's third?
Maybe you just ban one of them and plan for the other.
But what's the third hero that you would pair with a Mag that like feels good as Gambit? I don't know.
No, I mean sure. But at the moment, it's sort of PA Jug, and then the other one that you may have been used to seeing in the past. It feels like there's a big drop off on being scared of it. They are the two that. That's sort of the game winners at the moment, and well, yeah, there's the start of it, the Jug ban.
I like that. I think just the Jug Lich lane. So then you have an empowered Jug, and you just have a lane that, well, it just kind of kills people. It's pretty easy to do, right? I mean, you just toss the shield on and have fun. Are we surprised at this Keeper of the Light once again? First phase, not banned, not picked. We got an Ogre and a Lich, 2 possible 5s picked over it. Quite a shift in the old meta here.
Yeah, I guess that the Ogre is like, you want the Bloodlust for the Void, and I guess they were hoping to be able to get that Jug lane with the Lich. I'm a little surprised, but I guess it's all the tune of like trying to empower your position 1 that much further, I guess.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Well, they do. Nice call.
They're not scared of the two of them, and it definitely does now force Gambit down into a position where, well, Jug, they were absolutely the heroes top of the list. Yeah. Where do you go now?
Yeah. So where do we go? Lyrical, you asked that question, and we're like, we won't have to answer. They won't do it. And here we go. They did it.
CK is another one. What else is there really? Like, the PO would be the old school, but
if you want to maybe go against that late game Void, truly go against it, yeah. I mean, it's funny. With those two heroes gone, it really is hard to think.
And it would be like Slark normally, but you don't want to play Slark into Void.
No, and Troll obviously was the old one, but no one wants to play Troll nowadays. It's just fallen off completely.
10 seconds.
I guess they just sort of the ult is just a little too unreliable. That sort of randomness of locking onto a target, you can just end up feeding so easy nowadays on Troll. Any sort of disable and your ult's just wasted, and you end up sort of standing there ready to die.
Yeah.
Sucks when you talk about it like that.
Drafting a Mag like this, right? Because I would be like, man, they could go with the gyro and it feels good, but you can't really go with a ranged carry once you have the Mag,
towards the melee mids, the Ember, obviously not great in the side lanes, but the mid lane.
Yeah, Ember sounds good.
DK as well. Any of these sort of solid mids would work out.
So they do say, hey, we're playing 3 Magnus, or it could be, who'd we see play 2 Magnus? It was Rioya. I don't think any other team's going to do that. More than likely an off-lane Mag.
And I think the Rubik here as well is definitely a bit of a block pick, because we've seen a lot of games where Magnus gets through, the Magnus pairings get banned, the enemy picks Rubik, they have a Void, suddenly your team is playing with an empowered Void. You know, if the Rubik's on Aster, he's going to be able to steal that Empower at some point of the game, and Void is going to get buffed up. So a very good pick there from Gambit.
But now,
the Sky Void.
Damn.
I like that pick, because now you kind of know they're probably just going to take a Legion Commander if you don't take it now. And you've got this Legion Sky combo that we have seen quite a bit. You have the Sky combo in the Void, and I really like that pick.
I'd be down for a position 1 Legion.
10 seconds.
Position.
I'm down.
Miracle. Are you insane?
Oh, no.
I'm insane.
But I like it.
Because no,
I don't know.
So here's the thing: like, what else do you really want to run with a Magnus at this point?
I mean, you're thinking of the the melee heroes the Mag wants to play with.
Like, I don't know if there's a better one. And the thing is, I'm just terrified of like Legion Sky.
You know what you do? You pick the Morph, then you become the Void, and then you use Empower, farm up as the Void in melee form. There you go.
Big brain play. I like that.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Morphling it is.
You definitely do not want to do this against the Sky Mage.
Do not listen to him.
Do that.
But it would be funny.
This is your expert panel here.
Yeah.
Legion position 1. Morphling switching into
Morphling
Void.
into Sky.
Void to farm into it. Oh, and we saw slaps from the Aster side, but on the Gambit, stone-faced.
Yeah.
No emotion.
Read the body language.
So on the bans as well from Gambit that we sort of skipped over, like the Invoker, obvious one. You know, Fantastic with the Void, and Chuan, one of the players with the best win rate I've ever seen on an Invoker. 500 games and 80% win rate. And there's the one you mentioned, CK.
But it's like a lot of the damage comes from the illusions, which don't really get the benefit of the empower.
Sure.
And you're also going to see which one's the real CK, because he's going to be empowered.
But I think there's you know, outside the empower, there's a lot of other reasons why CK is really nice here. Okay, you've got a lot of strength to work with. The spam from a Scarf is sort of going to be negated by having that incredibly strong passive just to keep constantly life-stealing up. So one of those heroes that, the Sky's still annoying, but if the Sky comes to your lane, you're going to be able to sustain. But again, it's that gap closer as well to utilize the chase down that a Lich wants to be able to buff up with the Frost Shield slow. Yeah. And obviously one of those heroes that's going to be picking up early stat items, essentially a heart, pretty you know, in the big game. If you're having a good beginning, that means you are this beefy hero that doesn't necessarily fall over in a Chronosphere.
Just die, yeah.
Seconds.
Actually, I like the Tiny again. It's sort of the same thing we were talking about before with the Spirit Draft, where it's like low cost initiation. Whereas if you would have gone for a Legion Commander, then you're like heavy committed to a fight, and you can't do like little, you know, dip and dive initiations. They still could go back for Legion last.
Yeah.
They could. It seems though when they have Tiny, it's mostly been the offlane, right? XSS. So I assume they'll probably go with him, but.
And it'll be interesting for the mid for Gambit. You know, funnily enough, we were talking about it earlier. I would want the old partner to finish this one up. There's a Scarf on the other side. The disarm's going to be very nice, keeping people alive. It's another sort of save to play with from outside of the Chronosphere.
Gives you some building push, right?
Yeah.
You are kind of lacking that. When
exactly.
CK's
Gives you a bit of chance to push them too. So a last pick. For Gambit could be hot.
I'd still be.
Do you like them? Sorry, I was going to be like Magnus with only 1 melee core. Is that too little, maybe?
Well, that's what I was thinking. DK could be a good pick as well to pair together with it. But I mean, again,
DK is another one of those heroes that's because you're so tanky, you're not just going to die necessarily to avoid Scarf combo. It's you might want to be thinking about having not a squishy hero. Sure, if
you're dead. You dead.
Yeah, there's no saving that Pugna.
Especially with the Skywrath. He won't even care. If your ward's down, he will not care. He will still just drop it on you, even if he kills himself.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aster, they don't have the last pick. They have this last ban into 21st pick. See what they want. And then Gambit, they do have that overall last pick. It's tough. Right, it's hard to pick an Ember against a Skywrath as well as a Void, so maybe they do go with that DK, who benefits from the Empower, also pushes towers.
All right, Mikasa, what you thinking? I think that's part of the reason why they banned the Timber too, potentially, as they could be thinking about a DK.
A melee, definitely another strength melee.
Yeah, but last ban.
I wouldn't be surprised if they banned the DK. I'm trying to think like what would be a good ban.
I mean, so a Gambit hero, of course, would be like the Templar Assassins. The TA is still there. They do like to play that. It's a pretty good game. You get there, so Blink BKB, you're gonna feel pretty good against these heroes. Goodbye Skywrath.
One shot on that hero. They're gonna use all their time here on this last ban.
Well, because they can go right afterwards into the pick too, and I think it also depends on like what do they want to play to round it out. Do they want the tiny?
Oh, they banned the OD.
Kunkka?
Kunkka is still there, and
that sounds real good.
Yeah, it does. As also, especially on your team, you have the chrono, you get guaranteed boat, all this mitigation. I feel like if you don't pick it, honestly, Gambit very well could themselves, and they go Bristle. And look at the smile from Gambit. Actually, they're like, uh-oh.
So tiny. So what? Showing tiny to the mid, Bristle to the off, Void to the safe. So you know your matchup now.
Well, you could switch them. You could do Bristle mid or Bristle off. I think. You don't think so?
I think Bristle mid might be a little tricky.
Okay.
Especially without obviously seeing it right now.
Yeah.
That is a strange trio of cores though. Void, Tiny, Bristleback, 3 melee heroes.
Where's the Empower? They need it on their team.
They need it, yeah. They don't even have the Rubik either to steal it, so.
It's definitely very different. It's just somebody to like stick in a lane and be like, you are not going to push into us.
I was like, when they said OD, you said Kunkka, I was like, yeah, that's good for both teams.
I mean, we'll see how Asta plays, but I think to the Kunkka session, really right. 20 is playing the Bristleback, so
I guess against the Kunkka, that's the idea.
Yeah, melee versus melee feels like you can have the edge as the Bristleback mid.
The other thing to watch for is Radiant Kunkka. They're going to stack up those Ancients. They're going to want to get Swan levels, so that way you can try and steal. That's going to be one of the big things to watch this game. How does that Ancient stack go? Because now Astro is going to take it.
Alright guys, we see it. It's a best of one. You lose this game, you're out of the tournament, you win this game. You can breathe a little bit more easy. Who should be breathing easier going into this match?
I like
Gambit, honestly.
I was going to say, I want to go with Asta because I think Asta's the better team. They have a Void. But Gambit, they've got I feel like good heroes against the Void. They've got the CK and Kunkka. As long as the Kunkka gets the boat out and FNG gets the Frost Shield down, there's going to be a large portion of the game where the Void alone, like he's going to have the Sky nearby to help him with the damage output to actually get the quick kills in the Chronosphere. You're also playing, 4 melee heroes into a Magnus, so down the line if Shaxo gets any sort of persisting item.
As well, even,
exactly, and the Chain Frost, it's a strong, solid showing here from Gambit, I think, in the draft, and even though I think Asta is the better team, and they have a Faceless Void, and this Void has a crazy win rate. I'm down to go with what Gambit's got plans here.
I don't think they have enough damage to throw into the Chronosphere. That's my biggest issue right now. Is they've got Bobica.
It's all on the Sky, really. If Sky's not there,
like they're going to be getting a pipe likely on somebody. You've also got the boat buff. I think that I think Gambit could take it. I think they can take it.
But were things reasonably even as with a little hint?
Even in the draft, I would have said Aster. I think that Gambit has a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, well, that does mean we need to figure out, who cares what we say? We need to know what the players, it's up to them. Are they going to win or are they going to lose? Who knows? But we're going to send it over to our casters. It's going to be Cat and it's going to be Trent.
Every caster experiences those moments where you just are, all of a sudden you trip up, you're at a loss for words, but no man owns it better than Grant, honestly.
It's a knack, a talent he possesses to just, he just kind of starts, oh God, and there's just words that come out at the same time.
It's kind of like Flax, how he could just he could just eat during a post-game interview with and you're like, that's on brand, and it works for him. So
Grant could never become eloquent, or then he wouldn't be Grant.
That's true.
Where's the room for self-improvement? His self-improvement is to make more mistakes. That's a dark path. Wow. Good luck, Grant. Good luck in your journey. You'll need it.
Our second CIS versus China matchup.
Yeah.
And Gambit, now the last hope for CIS in this major. And I would have argued they were the best hope going into these two lower bracket matches. I mean, after all, this is a team that just was in the grand finals of the ESL 1 Hamburg. They managed to push a very good-looking TNC to a Game 5.
Consistently, yeah, like TNC's probably been like the best team consistently. Out of the teams that have been playing since TI, if I had to pick a team to win a tournament, it would probably be TNC right now. So if you did that as Gambit, like that should breed a lot of confidence in you here.
So Trent, I was shocked to see that they were bottom in their group. Absolutely shocked. I mean, look, come on, like there's no way you expect this team, like you push TNC to Game 5, who are now in the upper bracket semifinals, for you to bottom out. But maybe that says something. J-Storm, after all, they're also in the semifinals. They got second in that group. IG has already looked good. They finished out that group, and they lost to Beast Coast, who is obviously not a bad team. So maybe Group D was the group of death. We'll have to see.
And I already like some things I've seen from Gambit because I like these heroes. These are some nice meta picks.
Yeah.
They fit what everyone's doing with a little bit of hint of like your own thing. So
you're saying they're not team steering?
Exactly. They're not team steering us. Just picking a bunch of heroes that maybe they want to be good that just haven't really got the.
Well, I want to run
stuff.
for Pango. Okay, immersion. I guess.
Laughs nervously. Pretty much. This draft, though, got a little weird near the end, I guess, as that bristle came out, and suddenly you're looking at these lanes, and you're like, everyone can kind of go anywhere. Like, there was even, like, perhaps, like, CK mid looked realistic for a moment there.
Yeah.
Depending on what the setups had to be, but the Kunkka, he lingered, he lurked, and makes it through in the last pick, so Mr. First Phase Man makes it all the way to the end.
It was definitely one of those, like, they could do a lot of things, and, here's all the things that could happen, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much kind of what you expected, right? It's running mid Kunkka, we're running safe lane Chaos Knight. I would say even XXS Tiny is probably expected for this team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily mid.
Any other team, I don't expect this at all for the Tiny, really. It still happens, but it's not my first pick. But for them, I feel like every time I watch Aster, it's him on Tiny.
Yeah.
Like, just super comfortable on the hero. He kind of plays it like, I don't know, he reminds me of like when Universe was playing last, and like he kind of had a Tiny near the end, and just like constantly spamming the off lane, using it to control waves, keep shoving out, try and dictate a lot of the pace of the game from there on the Tiny.
Mid matchup, Bristleback versus Kunkka. That was definitely the swerve that I'm sure a lot of people maybe didn't see coming. Mid Bristleback. Not seeing a whole lot of that, but it seems like it's doing very well versus the Kunkka. 10-0 so far.
Makes sense, right? Yeah, I mean, pretty good damage. Doesn't have a Quillen Blade, but doesn't need it with the help of the Quills. Just uses that to kind of bully his last hitting, and now he's gonna have a bottle there too.
Oh, XS Vampire! Oh, swing and a miss there from Shuckslow.
It worked.
Fortunately, XS Vampire was able to save himself.
It was a threatening skewer. I mean,
watch out. I think the other thing I like about the mid Bristleback, great bottle here.
Yeah, all right. Gets a regen rune, by the way. Yeah, indeed, Boga. At least they have spotted this from side of Gambit. They have the ward down there, so.
Yeah, I mean, is it good?
Yeah, he just has more time to anguish.
He's just gonna be like, oh, great. Oh, dear.
He's like pump faking X. It's just like, what's the point? Why do I bother? Maybe he'll cast Intaki with the regen rune.
Yeah, could be. See our bot lane, the Tiny Skywrath Mage duo. That sounds pretty good, but then again, Chaos Knight is one of the best safe laners in the game right now, and Lich is probably one of the best spies.
Yeah, your best bet would be trying to pressure the Lich probably, but you can see that the FNG's just playing super safe under the tower, playing in the tree line. So they're just trying to put as much as they can into the CK, and he still has a salve left.
Yeah.
But he's level 3. Oh, that's nice.
That is the problem, right? It's like, it just, you feel very much under pressure against a Chaos Knight, because you know the higher levels he gets, the lower the cooldown, or the more damage he's doing with the Chaos Strike, and the higher the life steal, so he's just gonna, get even more sustained. But yeah, Chuan cleaning up a nice little double stack here for himself.
I mean, seriously, once I see CK hit level 3, I just don't even want to cast spells on him. If feels completely pointless. Like, he's back up to full HP. He never used that salve, guys. It's still there. Like, his hero is just so absurd in these situations.
And he's matched into a no armor hero, so that actually makes his steal even more effective, right?
Yeah, and now I feel like Bobica's gonna be kind of like, oh, now what do I do?
Yeah.
The best you can do is like maybe leech mid while your Bristle's jungling. I mean, you want to be applying pressure, but it's not gonna be that simple.
Oh, check out some stacks. And Chuan's like, you're stacking, were you? See if they actually noticed that the hard camp up the cliff was also stacked there.
Yeah, this is the play from Bobica. I love this. He's like, yeah, bottom lane's useless. I'm gonna go steal some XP from my mid. I'm just securing your rim, dude.
Now it does mean Chuan actually surprising. No, he's actually up in experience still. So all that neutraling, I thought maybe he would fall behind a little bit of experience off some of the nerfs that had happened. Dream is going to be saved here a little bit by the Lich armor, but is it going to be enough? He still has that healing salve. One last nuke. He's going to pop the healing salve before he hits him, feeling like it was too low otherwise. Does kill a lot of his regen. There is the 5-minute shrine coming up, though. Again, may have to give up the bottom bounty runes, but they can full heal, except for FNG's going to get a different kind of full heal.
Alright, well, I underestimated the level for Tiny. Yeah, with the help of like Bobica rotating back in, that was a ton of damage. Like 400 just from the Tiny alone. And well, I mean, perfect timing too, right? To like get the bounty secured like that.
I think that may have been their last chance to put pressure on the Chaos Knight, though. Because he's going to get treads, he has a bracer, he's going to get treads out of the side chop, he's getting 5. That starts becoming a different kind of Chaos Knight.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the road. There is, however, an Ogre up top with level 2 Fire Blast, so that's a nice setup for a rotation from the Skywrath Mage. They could maybe try and catch his Vampire up too far, or even Shoshlo is pretty free.
Yeah, Shoshlo is, he's done okay for CS. He's right next to the Tiny in that regard. Void putting a lot more effort into denies, though, compared to our Chaos Knight. 103 build, still holding off on that one level in case he wants to get time dilation for a chase and kill.
Man, I love that second point in the shockwave from Mag, doubling the damage like that. That's so nice in these situations where you're like kind of duking it out with either guy. Jeez, and he gets 2 bashes in a row on you.
And with the stun coming in, Chuan just going to stand in front of Shoshlo. He'll be able to get that kill.
Is that the rotation you expect?
Not really, no.
Bristleback.
I also didn't expect Bristleback to be jungling at minute 3 or whatever. Yeah. So there's a lot of unexpected things happening from this Bristleback, for me anyway.
Oh, were you guys stacking on? Let me take care of those.
Yeah, this guy's just a monster right now. He's taking all of these stacks. The Kunkka had a medium camp stack twice, and Chuan decided it was enough for him to take it away.
Dude, Lich TP'd even. I don't know about that.
Yeah. May have overreacted a little bit. Now, the big thing is...
He got the Torrent stack, though.
This is a Radiant side Kunkka. Yes. He is going to be stacking up the Ancients for himself. Chuan's done a great job. It's cheeky and everything, taking those regular stacks, but if you could take the Ancient stack, that'd be like, a real win.
That's like game-winning stuff. Yeah. He can't pull that one off. Oh my god. Every time, is he getting the stack off, or is someone else doing this?
I think he's been doing it for the most part.
We're going to have to check the camp stacking in this game for sure. That's one of those things where you see a game like this with like a Bristleback or a Gyro, and you can really get some appreciation for the support players that maybe you like didn't notice a couple times when they were doing it.
Okay, let me just say, Fade is 3-3 in the CS, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But his net worth is 1,300.
Yes.
So I feel like maybe he did some of those stacks, yeah.
I would guess the same
He got that shared bounty gold.
I can't believe how much gold you get stacking now. Like, I'll play a couple games, Coddle, Shout Demon or something, and I just bang, because it's cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Just watch it all roll. It is really nice. It's very satisfying. Highly recommend. Your core players will thank you. Unless there's an enemy Bristleback who steals them all.
Balanced up. Shoshlo should be fine here, I imagine, as he does have the skewer. He can go somewhere up the cliff. at some point. Okay, he's going to bring Fade with him. A little bit of a accident there. Chuan's on his way. Actually, they're going to see this massive stack that they have going on here. They really want this.
Okay, here we go.
Now the question is, what are they going to do about this stack?
Yeah.
They clear it out right now. Dream, he's going to try and do his best to protect it. He does have the Phantasm. He's going to pop him here. He wants to be able to fight. He's going to go for the Bristleback. Chuan, though, turns his back to the Chaos Site as best as possible. He's going to be pulled back into the boat. A big swing from GPK. Oh, the Chronosphere coming up from SEC. That'll buy Chuan one more Quill Spray before he goes down to FNG in the big group. But a Dream trying to fight out, has no Chaos Strike just yet. Won't be able to life seal it off. Bobica is able to clean up that carry, so they do lose a core apiece. It's not the supports that die, surprisingly. Now maybe a secondary core from Aster. It gets caught by the X into FNG. Sinister Gaze, while Old Fade is getting chased out by Shotslow all the way to the ends of the earth. Fade is just saying, okay, this is just space. I'm gonna try and pull them to the deepest corner of the map possible. Finally, they do get the kill, but much better for Gambit, right? They got 2 core kills.
The only downside is that it's your CK and he's down, he's not farming for a bit. Plus he has to run back bottom, so that whole wave is just hitting the tower. So there's a lot of lost golden XP, but still.
XXS was farming this entire time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he can't get there, right? Like, how is he going to make it to that engagement? So, I mean, the fact they got the Void after was huge. If they didn't get the Void after, I feel like that almost goes in Aster's favor.
Jeez. These guys are hating on Shotslow. I've never seen a team attempt to reposition Magnus.
And now there's the race for the tomes when your offlaner's not level 6 yet. You know, he's clicking that thing.
I feel like you don't really need to put a whole lot of encouragement of making the Magnus support. I think he does that all by himself at the core, you know? But
yes.
Hey, Aster, giving him that helping hand to transition into.
I like being a Rubik or like anyone who can like push waves and stuff when I have a Magnus doing that.
Okay, forced to use the boat on himself out of fear of being chased down by Chuan.
This stack is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
It's like you have 3 points in the Empower, you have a CK. I mean, if CK and Kunkka team up, they could probably handle it, but they know. Like, Aster are so on the pulse on this thing, like, they've committed to deep warding, too.
And look, they've already drawn it. They know exactly where they want to go with this. They want to go to that triangle. They want to see if they can do something.
Well, because Kunkka, as he's pinging, Kunkka's missing. They don't know that Kunkka's down in that jungle.
Yeah.
So they think that he's up here doing this right now. And now they're going to be like, oh, interesting.
Crazy part is they didn't even wait for XX's Smoke Dagger. They are going to be able to run into the Rubik here.
That was so unfortunate. That smoke was so close to popping before.
Yeah. Well. Are they actually going to go for it? Looks like it.
Alright, chuck him in. Alright, at least come leech, boys. FNG's nearby. You want that XP.
GPK. Thinking about throwing out a Jordan.
Dude, I don't know.
A vision somewhere, but fighting against Bristleback's so tough.
Well, and look at the support's position in the back. I'm like, how are they going to get to this Sky and Ogre?
Okay, Torrents, they throw out a Fade Bolt.
Everyone's just getting the XP. This is so
Chuan is getting all of this yet. Finally, they say, screw it. Gambit's like, we got to do something about this. They throw out the boat. That doesn't do a damn thing.
No, why now?
He's going to be chased back. The Avalanche coming out. They might be able to get him the toss back with a Fire Blast holds the gas, but they do have a really good chain boss on top of 2 with a big swing up from GBK. They toss him a little bit farther backwards to Chronosphere. Blocking down the back line. They do manage to finish up that Kunkka at least. Now with the bashes, they will be able to get that Rubik, but look at all these low heroes after a toss. Oh no, he wanted to hit Dream, not toss Fade. Dream does manage to get that 1 kill, but otherwise, Aster get away totally unscathed. It was highway robbery. They just took away the ancient stack and won a team fight.
It's like they got vision. They knew it was gone, and then they're like, all right, let's go. There's nothing left to fight for. Now is our time. I don't know. I don't see the point of going in. I mean, you just split the XP of that entire stack 8 ways. Only the Void and the CK weren't there the whole time. And now that the bounties are all gone, I guess they felt like they were so clumped, because that kind of feels like it should be a good fight for you, right? You have this Magnus and you have this Kunkka. You're like, this is kind of a dream, but there's also a Tiny who's lurking in behind. I mean, that Chain Frost was almost perfect, and they still lost that fight.
Yeah. I think a large part of that has to go to GPK's
Tower is under attack.
rather reckless use of the boat, where he just kind of threw it out there and ran in and quickly ran out.
He like tried to farm with
really
it.
weird.
Yeah, he tried to like hit the ancients and was like, yeah, here we go. This is the play, guys.
That's never gonna compare to Bristol Backs, like who had like 6 stacks of wills on these creeps. Quick little kill here on base.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top
Well,
row.
XSS, mission accomplished, has finally finished off that bottom tower as well. Has the Blink Dagger gold now too. He is rich.
Yeah, they're so far ahead. 6,000 net worth lead. XXS, as you said, has the Blink Dagger. Chuan working very quickly with GKP as he already has Phase plus Vanguard, so he's going to be tough to shut down. And well, you got Void with a Midas, and I'm pretty sure he's got 2 cores that are going to be really reliable to create space for him.
Yeah, and you see XSS and you're like, oh, he's not that far. He's like 5th on the list, but he's very close to the CK. He's only 500 gold behind. It's just his other cores on his team are way ahead, especially Chuan. Like, jeez. What's our play here now is Gambit, though? I mean, you've lost your Ancient stack.
Yeah.
Your CK is going the classic, the Armlet Heart, so he's worthless at the moment. Well,
Aster, they seem to think the same. They're just going to keep on smoking into this triangle, keep on forcing fights, and finding picks just like that. Unfortunate shot though, man.
Yeah.
What has he done to Aster? He's 1-5-1 now in 15 minutes. A death every 3 minutes for this core offlaner. It's not quite ice levels of beating, but
well,
certainly
only
target.
15 minutes in. I'm sure he'll get there. He's halfway there, I believe, according to the averages.
Well, Aster, they do manage to take the enemy off-lane tower, which is another step in being able to take over their triangle. Now, biggest step into taking that mid tower away from them. That's where Aster is running to now. As you can see, Chuan headlong, head deep, goes just straight between the tier 1 and tier 2, chases back any of the Gambit here. So you even think that they're possibly going to defend this tower, you're just not. Chuan's going to chase you away. Knight's still on top, so it's going to be able to get him away, but now he's just throwing him on top of the Kunkka, and Kunkka, he doesn't want anything to do with this Bristleback. Fortunately, the X will help protect him, but Vampire still being chased, as is GPK. They just don't give a damn about towers at this point. They do manage to kill the Rubik, but since Bristleback has no stuns in his toolkit, can't stop GPK from teleporting back.
This, if you look at these Dire Heroes, this lineup is so bad if they're behind. Like, this is one of the most worthless lineups. If you like come on the laning stage like a little behind, like a mag draft, I feel like I'd have this Bristle who just like can't do anything. But
yeah,
in these situations when you're ahead, like I actually don't even know what the Radiant do right now. They're in so much trouble. Like, I started to look at holes in this draft from Aster. I'm like, okay, what do they have trouble doing? It's like, well, they have constant kill threat because they have a tiny Niskayath mage who are ahead right now and still have burst potential even on like some of these tankier heroes as he continues his way to the ice. He's now at ice. And just a few more to go.
Okay. I thought maybe they were gonna go wild and crazy there and try and go for the Bristleback kill, but no, he's just Xing and trying to deal with creep.
But yeah, I mean, they just have a pretty clear strategy now as Aster. Secure the tier 1s, check. Get some forward vision would be nice. They got a little bit down bottom. Might want to try and take over that bottom jungle, and then they should be thinking about Roche a little bit here because they can do it very easily.
Sure.
With their Bristleback.
They've got vision of the ancient camp in the triangle.
Yeah, that's a real nice ward. I love that one. It is not currently under a sentry, actually, so I feel like that's probably not going to last very long. Teams are very aware of that ward. It's like the most classic ward to place when you're trying to deal with ancient stackers.
Meanwhile, I mean, as for burning through smokes nonstop, this is like their third or fourth smoke. They are not going to have anything left in the tank soon. Gambit,
he feels safe here too.
Clear, right? It's to hold on, but poor Dream. He's going to get caught out trying to farm this hard camp. XXS leading the way. They're going to immediately try and TP in, but with Fire Blast coming in, Bristleback feeling very confident he can continue to go for the kill on the Chaos Knight. The Frost Blast just keeps bouncing though. The Pain Frost sticking on to XXS and Dream. He's going to finally go back to Dream, catches him, and Aster a little bit, but they do manage to kill Dream.
Because Kunkka X'd him. Like, there's no Rubik on the enemy team.
What was
so they just tip the Kunkka. He's like,
did he just totally misclick, or?
I think so. I think he meant to hit the bristle.
Well, if he had hit the bristle, Dream actually would have gotten out.
Yeah. So good tip, Bobica. But I can't believe they did that with 3 heroes. That felt a little unusual. Because I was looking, I was like, all right, you know, Dream's just dead. It's like, oh, it's just the 3. I'm like, I think Genki's 3 heroes there, even if this far ahead, is super greedy. Because, like, there's a shrine. Like, they can be 5. 5 on 3 with any kind of a lead. Like, when you do the math of your net worth lead, you know, that's not 2 heroes.
Yeah. Especially since Gambit is getting towards their timings, one of which is this Radiant Kunkka, but he's going to be targeted first in this fight. Immediately Fire Blast and Multicast going up. Does manage to get the boat off, and that's going to protect him quite a bit as they continue to try and chase it. If anything, XXX is going to be the one pulled back potentially to his doom, but Gambit, they want nothing to do with this fight, seeing as they don't have the RP, they don't have the Chain Frost that was so effective last fight. FNG will be the only casualty, though. Sure, Gambit, they're kind of okay with that. Not going to be super happy about seeing SCC's farm, though. He's almost got a
No, he is just having an absolutely fantastic time. Midas is ready once again, and not pressured to go for the early BKB, because his team is just playing, like, basically as a vanguard between him and the enemy team at all times. He's never really felt that pressured. There's even an invis room now for XXS, too, so any sentries down here? I don't see any. Oh, they're going to place one. Okay, they knew then, did they? Oh, yeah, they have an observer over on the right-hand side, so they saw the invis rune. They're waiting, hoping to bait him. Well, yeah, there's still half duration left, but he's not going to go for it.
If they can, I mean, they can always, the one thing I like about Chaos Knight versus Void is that you can always win the late game again.
Yeah.
Right? It's always possible because you do have such head first, and you've got the BKB piercing Reality Rift. Nice telekinesis that'll prevent the toss that would have landed GPK right next to all of Aster heroes.
Oh, wow.
But
dude, that was a big brain boat.
That really was.
That was like super smart.
Yep. And she's not going to be there in time. Good TP.
That kind of saved him.
Yeah.
Wow. Because he didn't even get the debuff, or like the buff from the boat. That was just a straight up, like, they're going to toss someone or they're going to blink or something. All right. I'm impressed.
Okay, he's a smart man.
Yeah. This guy's a Kunkka gamer, it would seem. I mean, he's gotten his big item, and we're close. We're only 1,000 gold away from the Reaver. Scary's Heart. This is a pretty burst-heavy lineup from the side of Aster. The only person who's not really burst-reliant is Tron, and then I guess you could argue as Triple C, because he's like so farmed at this point that he has a lot of sustained damage, even though Void's like kind of a burst hero because he's all about his chrono.
Yeah, the Heart will definitely be scary. It's just a question of whether or not this, like, Void is far enough ahead that, like, a Chrono Scare and then, like, him getting some Mjolnir procs and then, you know, damage thrown in. That could be enough that it kills, maybe it doesn't kill Dream, but it could kill, like, his effectiveness in the team fight. You know, it's like, it may actually just come down to initiation in that battle. If he gets the full HP Phantasm off, then maybe Gambit can run away with it. But they're initiated on first, it's definitely going to be it could be a very different story.
And if Gambit were to get like one pick, their chase is pretty good. I mean, you have Kunkka, who's like one of the best chase mid laners since Puck's kind of bad now. CK's got stun, Rubik's got stun, even Mag can like kind of help a little bit, so.
You know, when you said Puck was bad, I was going to say, well, tell that to Boxy. But, they ended up losing their series today, so maybe he is still bad.
I mean, I like Puck, but as a mid laner, you know, doesn't really fit the game anymore. This is the, alright, we kind of didn't get the perfect fight last time, so let's get the Roche.
I have not seen this very often, but Twan went for the max goose stacks, which most of the time, most people are going for the 2. But this is very clearly an Aghanim build.
Yes, that's the only way you do. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. The goo is a pretty ridiculous spell. It's certainly an undervalued aspect of Bristleback. It's his jam, you know, his nose jam.
I mean, so many people were neglecting it in their skill builds, right?
Yeah.
To go 0 to 1. In fact, Juan actually could do that because he was playing against the Kafka. But nowadays, everyone realizes 1-1-0 at the very start of the game is really powerful. Even playing Go level 1 for bounty fights, that will get you a lot of first blood.
Yeah, it's like pretty much decay at the bounty, you know, where it's like there's this diminishing of just like, all right, guys, we can't fight this guy anymore. Like, I gotta get out of here.
All right, Hearts online.
Hearts online, Aghanim's online.
Almost,
dude, I can't wait to see
level
these.
15 as well. I mean, that's a big increase, getting both heart and the 15 strength, but he's going to get caught here, and his survivability is going to be put to the test. And he's going to pop the Phantasm. He's immediately going to go for XXS. Time to land. What a Centaur stuff. Jesus, the Torrent is going to come out. SAC, he's just been bursted down. That is going to be the
so good for them. Get out, Dream.
At half health, beautiful. He can still go for more. The RP into the climb, but they're just going to focus down Dream right now. The rest of Gambit, they've left him alone. He survived for quite some time, but Gambit was like, no, we're not taking it. What happened to the RP?
I don't know. He RP TP'd somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just heard it.
Well, that probably,
big brain
it probably
play.
means it was an ineffective RP. If you only
he
hear
got
it
out.
and don't see it,
He made it home.
I guess. Or the Dream could say.
Yeah. Oh, Bulbaca. Oh my God! I get in there.
Close call. Yeah. All right, another 4 bounty runes for Gambit.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Aster.
As the caster points out, he had a Rod of Athos.
Yes.
So thank you. It's always nice to get help from our friends.
Yes.
I want to see these Phantasms.
Light of heaven for that one. Enemy Shrine, 100%.
Enemy Shrine, 100%.
All right, Light of Heaven. I get it.
It started as a joke, but my God, he just can't stop.
He just can't.
It's been like 3 years. He just keeps, like, since they dropped, he just keeps pinging shrines. I've done a shrine ping or two in my day. I definitely accidentally pinged a shrine. It's when I'm trying to click the spawn boxes. Maybe he's just obsessed with creep stacking or something.
Could be.
I'll give it to him. They're gonna try and shadow Dream and say, all right, if the same thing happens again, we're gonna be there. And this 4,000 health, yeah, it's gonna be good.
I mean, when you have that much health and you have Kunkka's drum coming in, that's a lot of survivability. They just need to actually be there when he's gone. That's why I think it's like this initiation is all important, right? Like if you get off Phantasm and both before Aster actually does any real damage, then just give up and try to kill that yes.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think the goo will just kill all the Phantasms though?
I think the goo may actually make it so that maybe it won't kill the Phantasms, but it will slow everything down a lot. Your chase is going to be really killed.
Well, the AoE is deceptively huge, because when you think about it, you think about how you're like signal targeting, but like, man, that's a lot of good. This guy's nasty.
One of the great upsides to the Aghanim Scepter, always being able to cast your goo.
Yes, yeah, the Warpath.
A lot of people do not get up to max Warpath stats for good reason. If you don't have the Aghanim Scepter, it's pretty hard to get 9 stacks.
His mana regen's nothing to write home about.
That is true.
He's
he's working on Shivas.
Yeah, there you go.
Talk about kiting the illusions. AoE goo and Shivas.
The only thing that's kind of annoying at CK though is like, doesn't matter how much you cut those illusions, it's that one slap where he just does like 1,200 damage to your hard carry.
Do you think SCC, does he need like a fly or something? Just
I would not mind that at all, because there's no way CK's buying an MKB.
You could just go for the normal satanic build as well, but who knows if that's going to be enough HP for you.
Satanic's pretty good. There's a mag as well. Like that's kind of a classic item versus him now. I feel like everyone just goes Satanic, trying to deal with the RP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Their counterplay to the RP is not bad this game either. Like, you have the max emergency of the Chrono if he's not in there.
Yeah.
You have the Tiny. Tiny's a pretty good answer in general.
Right.
Kind of it. But it's not bad, you know?
Not terrible.
I've seen worse.
Invisibility. Dire's top tower is
Have any
under
force
attack.
staffs or anything?
I don't think. Oh, he's getting one. Oh, they're both getting one, actually.
Okay.
Both supports.
Yeah, that would be the Dream. I'm a little concerned that Dream doesn't have a ton of experience. Like level 20 and 25.
Yeah.
Big levels in Chaos.
I mean, he doesn't have Midas like SCCC does. He hasn't lived through a lot of the fights either. And he hasn't a lot of solo time, too. I feel like he's been shadowed a lot when he's trying to push. But yeah, 16's pretty low. I mean, I wonder what Bulbaca's at. Yeah, he's at 16 because of the talent. Well, will they catch him with this smoke? This is very aggressive. I think he's out.
Trent, are you telling me that Skywrath Mage went for the 30% experience game?
Wait, have people not been?
He didn't go for the 20 movement speed? He didn't go for a windlace? Color me shocked, Trent.
I know, it's a tough call when you're playing a hero that has such insane spells that you don't want more of them. It's very strange. I mean,
Rogue's going to be broken here as Twan leads the way. And he's going to be able to catch some heroes. Vampire, he's going to be the victim of a Rod of Atos long range from Poka. Bade tries to find an additional kill somewhere in here. And that's going to be Shantala, who no longer has Skewer. Another 8 seconds for his next one, but it's going to be about 2 seconds too late, I think. And sure enough, Tiny's going to jump on him, avalanche toss, and sure enough, 2 seconds too late.
I really thought he had enough distance there. I can't believe he didn't get out. I guess he's just like kind of slow.
Dire's middle tower.
He's slower than. I mean, maybe it's this Ogre's really fast. 440 move speed on Bloodlusted.
Gambit have a some sort of weird meme they got going on here with this team. Between Chaos and Kunkka. Kunkka's actually going to be going for a heart as well. Okay, Twan, you might have pushed your luck a little bit there, friend. Trying to 1v4 into a shrine, but he does manage to survive through all of this. One Vampire's going to fall, but XXS, now maybe he's going to be caught, but Gambit actually not feeling too healthy right now. They're going to go back 8 for Fade. But by SCC, he's here. Ogre here, ready to go, and Twan's going to start stacking up those goose eggs. They're going to go for the Kunkka first, leave Dream for last with the Rod of Atos and all the magic damage coming in from Bulbaca. That is 4 dead from Gambit.
That's the thing about Bristol players. They're both big and small-brained, and you can never tell what kind of a play they're making. Because that looks terrible. You're like, oh, all right, I don't know what you're doing. And he survives on 10% HP. You're like, oh, sick, we won. I mean, CK has no buyback. He's been trying to build towards a Halberd there.
Yeah, can't just play that just like slightly differently with like the sinister days, you know, if they all hit to his front or something like that, then he just dies. But he gets away with 10% HP, and then that's enough for Aster to, in the end, catch 4 heroes. And oh yeah, it's not looking so hot right now.
I mean, they lost their 2 cores that each one of those cores is worth as much as the other 3 heroes combined. I mean, those are not the guys you want dying.
That looks like he changed it up. Kunk's gonna go for an AC instead.
Bold.
Yeah, they kind of need that armor because this bristleback has proven to be a really sick luster.
They've just resigned to the next Aegis, and it's only gonna be about a minute left.
Yeah, they gave SCC Twan's bottle and grabbed double damage. So that Roshan will be really easy for them to take. It does.
They need that giant RP and a level 2 Chain Frost. It's the only way. But 9-second BKB on the Tiny, 10-second BKB still on SCCC. So yeah, it's all about that RP, and you have to RP before BKB.
God, I hate 3.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, just look at him. He's a 3 that's an Empower and Pipe bot. Maybe you get a good RP.
I like it when you have a 4 that can, like Alina, like someone who could have been more active on the sides. Like, yeah, I don't know. Rubik just doesn't clear the waves quite as fast, so he's not good enough. I don't mind if it becomes a support and it starts off as a core, but you need another support to step up. Not an Aetherland only at 33 minutes Rubik.
Well, this is yet another good way, I think, to deal with Phantasm. AoE tree volley with an Echoes.
Yep. Man, those things are going to be like negative move speed.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
Double damage.
What's he have? 1,500 surplus now this CK, so definitely, man, he farmed up a lot in a couple minutes. He also is almost level 20. What did Dream do? He must have been a lot. What's there? Did they get a kill? They didn't, right? They didn't in that fight, did they?
Oh no, they didn't.
Man, he got a lot of farm. That's like kind of crazy.
The last time they got a kill was Dream killing XXS's Tiny at like 19 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh, GPK. Oh my god.
You don't have the sign.
Oh god, your voice lines are so good. Even when you're getting absolutely dumpstered, you make the tiniest play. Get under their skin just a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know, you think that works? I think for Master's
I
position,
think for some
like,
players.
yeah, you're bragging about like not dying,
Yeah.
and that's all you can brag about for the last 15 minutes.
It's personal motivation. It's gonna make Kunkka feel better.
Okay,
You know?
that's true.
Oh my god, they're so close. Oh jeez.
Ain't gonna be able to find Bobica, tries to drop the bomb on Vampire, and will be able to counter kill. Dream tries to get out, but actually caught by the Avalanche quickly in time. Now Dream, he's gonna be forced to find it. This is not gonna be much of a fight at all. It's gonna be a massacre.
Oh, that was the gem too. That looked like a perma bash on the old CK.
Money.
Yeah. Well, he does have my back.
Summary. Stun. Avalanche for the bashes. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I mean, I guess the upside is they can't go high ground because they're Roshan. Now you've got
That's the upside. Yeah, there you go.
You've got both Butterfly and Tank on SEC, and you're gonna have level 25 coming in. I guess they are gonna go into the high ground now.
Well, they've already got it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. It's happening fast.
Losing my mind here. Alright, well that's gonna be a tier 3 falling real fast, huh?
So these best of ones are really the epic battles that we hyped them up to be, guys. You're welcome.
I really thought that after Gambit was gonna be the closest best of one. Right? Like, yeah, Gambit bottomed out of their group, but they're still a good team.
Right? Right, guys?
Right?
Oh boy.
Man, well, he's got the time walk.
Well, I honestly think both these games draft had a big impact on it, and this last pick versus Tag, I think, was nothing short of brilliant from Master.
It was very good, and the way he played it too, just like hyper aggressive. Just they killed the mag. The mag has a very set plan. There will be stacks. It will attack stacks.
Yeah.
It won't protect the stacks.
Okay, start out with the Chronos here. Telekinesis, though, that's going to stall things a little bit. Of course, not enough that FNG's to be living through. He's definitely dead. He doesn't have buyback. Twan does get a little bit low. Shopslow is going to be able to get the 1-man RP. That's what your big aim was. Well, Dream, the cheese managed to finish on time, but the cheese goes off just in time. And now Dream, he runs out of damage as his illusions are gone, and he just can't crawl back to the fountain. He does have a buyback. Maybe you can pull someone in, but now they're just going to call it. They know they have been thoroughly routed by Aster. Well, I guess there's no question in who's the better team in these ones. It was definitely Aster.
They're trying to, showed up, right? This is their major, and they're down to the bottom. The last thing you want to do on home soil is go out at the very bottom in the playoff stage, and so
don't want a repeat of TI.
Yeah.
So
didn't do it. They survived. They will live to fight another day here.